So hello there everybody and welcome back on into the Overlord X channel for a new video, and today, well, we have yet another new video in the series of unpopular opinions or hot takes that are all Ninjago themed. Whatever you really want to call this series, we are going to be discussing all of your own personal hot takes, because once again how this works is I make a post over on my YouTube community tab, which you guys can literally go and find right now on my channel page, and I ask all of you guys, the viewers, for your very own Ninjago hot takes. And so I'm sure you guys are probably realizing now how this all works. I will be scrolling through the replies randomly, filled with your guys' hot takes, which, by the way, thanks a lot, I really do appreciate it, and I'm going to be picking them out kind of like as evenly and fairly as possible. Not every single one will get mentioned in today's video, because I don't want to drag things on for too long, but we're just going to be going through here. I'm going to present the ideas here, the unpopular opinions, platform them, and of course share my own personal thoughts on them. So once again, thank you guys for sharing your own personal hot takes and unpopular opinions. If you didn't get featured in today's video, don't be upset, because there's going to be a lot of other chances in the future to get a feature. So, without wasting any more time, let's just get started with one I actually kind of agree with, because somebody here says that Season 2 is mid, and how the Overlord was defeated in Season 2 was lame. The Overlords just ate Lloyd and died. Pure facts here. I know this is meant to be a hot take, and I know that a lot of people out there will definitely disagree with this one, but you kind of struck gold here, giving me, out of all people, this hot take, because I absolutely agree with you here. I could make an entire video just dedicated to me ranting on Season 2, and oh boy, things would definitely be very negative. But yeah, Season 2 of Ninjago overall, a lot of things in it are just kind of bad in my opinion, and are exceptionally overrated, and especially in Season 2's case, I think a lot of this comes down to nostalgia. Somebody here says that, hot take, Lloyd should have gotten a dragon form instead of his Oni form. He most likely would have spent more time in his dragon form than he did in his Oni form. Thanks for sharing. Personally, I do disagree with this. I think that the Oni form was a great concept, a great idea, but it completely just came down to the execution, because they completely effed things up regarding the Oni form by just kind of like overhyping it to death, both in promotion content leading up to it. Tommy and Jason posted a whole ton of tweets on Twitter building up to it, and we were all getting really hyped thinking that Oni form was going to be this great big thing, and then we get Oni form in the season and it lasted for like, I don't know, 10-20 seconds at most, and then it was never really touched on again. It was just so underwhelming. So I think that while Oni form was a great concept, it was just the execution that held it back and made it extremely lame. Somebody here says, I don't like Dorama that much. Every time he appears, he starts monologuing and it gets on my nerves. Thanks for sharing your opinion. I have absolutely got to strongly disagree with this one. I love Dorama so much. In fact, I've probably said in a few different videos somewhere, can't remember off the top of my head though, but I'm pretty sure I've said something along the lines of him being one of my new favourite Ninjago side characters. If I haven't though, then there you go, I'm saying it for the first time in today's video. I love that guy so much. I think it was so cool to just introduce a character and like a villain like this that's just so completely unhinged, so funny, and oh boy, he's clearly got something going on with Beatrix as well, right? Like, what is going on between those two? Dorama seems pretty obsessed with her and compliments her at any given opportunity. Somebody here says one that, well, offends me. Just joking, obviously, but he says that, hot take, Skybound sucks. Fair enough, I'd love to hear why you think this, by the way. Not so that I can, I don't know, start trashing on your opinion or anything. I'm just genuinely curious, because Ninjago Skybound is my personal favourite season. A lot of you guys may already know that. So I'm just very interested to hear, like, the other side of things, because I'm the total opposite, so it's going to be very interesting to hear a different perspective on the topic of Skybound. Somebody here says that Tournament of Elements is by far the most overrated Ninjago season. Once again, as I try and say to everybody, thanks so much for sharing your own opinion here. And to be honest, I kind of agree, although I don't want that to sound like I don't like the season, because I think the Tournament of Elements is amazing, but it's still a little bit, like, overrated in a way, I'd say, which I know sounds really crazy considering I just said I think it's a really good season. But with that being said, maybe it's not so amazing as I just said. Maybe it's, like, good/great, because those last few episodes really held it back in my opinion. But yeah, overall, I do have to agree, because there are so many better Ninjago seasons out there than Tournament of Elements. Somebody says that Jay has more chemistry with Cole than Nia, and they'd make a far better couple. Oh boy, this is like video worthy, like a whole separate video, but yeah, thanks for sharing your opinion. That is going to be a crazy one, and I know that a lot of people may end up getting quite wild about that in the comments. Last one here we're going to be talking about today. Somebody here says that possession that sucks. The main villain is whiny. they just introduced Cole as a ghost for no reason, and it's overall boring. Thanks for sharing your opinion. Possession is one that I've had an absolute rollercoaster of different opinions on. I've loved it, I've hated it, I've loved it again. Currently, I do still love it, so I do definitely disagree with what you have to say. The main villain is whiny. I mean, sure, kind of, but at the end of the day, that is kind of the whole point of Morrow to an extent. Cole being a ghost for no reason, I do definitely have to disagree with as well, because personally, I think it did quite a lot for Cole's character. Kind of wish it was permanent, but at the end of the day, this is Ninjago. Consequences are never permanent, it would seem. And at least we did have Cole as a ghost for a very significant amount of time compared to Nia being one with the ocean, for example. But yeah, fair enough. Thanks for sharing your own opinion there. Always good to see some diverse opinions on a Ninjago seasons that are so widely loved for the most part. But with all of this being said and done, guys, that is going to cover it for all of your own hot takes that you've given me for this week. So hopefully you did all end up enjoying this one. If you would like to be featured in another video, keep your eyes peeled on all of my social medias, because I may randomly go over to my Twitter and ask for unpopular opinions over there, or I may do it back on my community tab again, depending on how I'm feeling. I am not really too sure. Oh, and also feel free to leave any of your own hot takes in the comments of this particular video. That would be a lot easier, actually. But with all of this being said, yeah, feel free to drop any of your own hot takes below to be featured in the next one. Leave a like on it if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel for more, hit the notification bell while you guys are down there so that you can keep up to date on all things Ninjago here on the channel. And with all of this being said, guys, I will catch you all soon for a new video, so see you all soon. Goodbye, everybody.